Greetings and welcome to episode 157 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod USA campaign. This, my friends, is how we left it last time, where we have St. Petersburg firmly under siege here. This has been the goal, the principal goal for a number of years now. The council really has pushed hard for us to take St. Petersburg, to really rip away not only a great northern bastion here for the Russians, but also to bring us these deep trade ports here, these deep water trade ports that sort of flow out from the Baltic here, further into sort of the North Sea, English Channel, and ultimately into the Atlantic. We really have absolutely hit the Russians hard in the economy, and I think that's why a number of their armies, not all of them, but some of them are starting to see those tattered flags. But again, they're still in good health here, and rude health. As you can see, we are up against a massive Russian defence force here. We have ourselves assembled a considerable attacking force here of easily the finest armies we have anywhere in the US military. But of course, we've got General Cromer here, just west of St. Petersburg here, just holding this flank here. He is a worry just in case his army group does get assaulted by a formidable Russian force here. As you can see, this really is a real powerhouse of a Russian force here, but we've also got other Russian forces in here we have to deal with. This army, look at that. It really is Marines, late Marines as well. We've got plenty of line infantry. They really have packed a punch here. Just only a 24-pounder here, and there's 3-pounder. We've also got some Cossack infantry, which is not of the finest here at all, but still, we mustn't underestimate the enemy here. Again, still packing a punch here. Plenty of cavalry, plenty of infantry as well. They really have set themselves. Ooh, look at that. Grenadier Guards and more late Marines as well. Hussars. Plenty of artillery coming in. Now remember, my friends, the Russians can feed their reinforcements in absolutely constantly. Our reinforcements only come in once one of our units has retreated from the field. So this is going to be an absolutely brutal fight. It really is. Now, of course, we're going to send the Marines in. The Marines force here, you can see here, led by General Sam North, who's been with us for a long time. As you can see, the Marine Corps really has been the battering ram of the US Army in the east particularly. Now, of course, there is every chance that we're going to have to shift the Marine Corps to the Spanish front eventually. Because there is a war looming with Spain. It is going to probably be one of the most brutal, perhaps even more brutal than the war we had with Germany. Remember the war with Germany? That was an absolute titanic fight. It really was a titanic clash. We managed to sort of effectively beat the Germans into submission by just sheer numbers alone. It was just like almost like a meat grinder, effectively. The number of lives in that war lost is quite extraordinary. It really is. I've got a feeling that the Spanish War is going to be equally so, if not more so. But I think the Marine Corps might have to be pulled from the Eastern Front. If Spain attacks us, we will be pulling the Marine Corps away from the Eastern Front. It just has to be, my friends. Now, of course, the Council has come up with some wonderful suggestions here and wonderful plans and tactics here, which we will be looking at in further detail. But we have to deal with this. Now, we have got an army group here, as you can just see, just sitting in Finland here waiting. Now, this army's not engaged yet, because it's waiting for the response of these Russian forces here. Now, they look a little bit ragtag here in terms of how they're put together, but if you look at them individually, they do. If these armies come for you, they're going to pack a punch, because they really have got some wonderful forces in here. If they manage to put this into maybe 2 army groups, complete army groups, then we're going to really have to, we'll pay a heavy price. But we have brought in this army group here from Finland just to buy us some time, if possible. We've got this raiding force here is going to move behind the lines quite obviously. Look at that. So we've got to be absolutely on our toes here. We have trapped this Russian fleet here, as you can see, which is probably their last great fleet. Is trapped by equally wonderful US naval task force. Further westwards, as I was mentioning with Spain, look at that. I mean, that is just going to be an absolutely titanic fight. It really is. Even breaking the border will be brutal. But there's also been calls for us to land an amphibious assault against Paris, and also including Portugal and Gibraltar and Madrid itself. But look how well defended they are. These are full strength Spanish forces. This is not something you can just sort of idly casually flick a hand at and say, that's not going to be a problem. They are absolutely ready for any assault upon them. So, as I said, it's going to be a brutal fight, but that's something else we've got to deal with. We've also, deep in the future, a huge call by the council to deal with Persia once and for all, and absolutely just send a message to the Persians they are not going to win this war, but they're still persistent here. We've got a strong army group here, got another force moving down here just to attack Syria, and also this force we gave an absolute thrashing to last episode. But also deep in the future is the fight with the Mughal Empire. It's going to be, I can't even comprehend how massive this fight will be. As you can see, they've got a lot of forces at their disposal, but that's something we're not going to worry about just yet, my friends. The absolute focus of today's fight is St. Petersburg, and let us begin that fight right now. Let's see what we've got here. Look at that. 17,000 men. This is a force of 20,000 US forces here. 20,000 men here, up against the best part of 13,000 Russians. We are throwing everything we can at this as well, and so are the Russians. Excuse my friends, a beverage of tea there. This could be probably the last throw of the Russian dice, as it were, in terms of the magnitude at which they can probably send in these forces. I think this could be the last great concentration of Russian forces. So we've got the Marine Corps. Now, whom do we want to reinforce? Because we will need reinforcement. That is going to be a given. Now, whom are we going to need here to reinforce? I think we just might have General L&H's force moving in here, because we've got some other Marines here, and Continental Marines. Lots of cuirass here. Cavalry will be absolutely crucial. Let's move these gentlemen here, and let's get the cavalry. Let's get the cavalry into position, because the cavalry will really play a huge part in this fight. What am I doing here? Let's bring the Marines in here. And also, that is going to be wonderful to see here. Now, additional forces. I think we'll have these because they've got Republican Guards, which, again, and also the army is very, very experienced as well, as you can see. So we're bringing in cavalry is going to come to the fore. Then we have the Republican Guard. I think we'll have the Fusiliers then, and then our line infantry, and the cannon afterwards. What else? Other forces we have here. Now this force here, this force has been designated mainly for defensive purposes, because we've got the blunderbuss shotgunners. Now they are wonderful in defence because they get close and personal. I wonder which other force we might have. I think we'll bring this force in here. It is, if I'm not mistaken, much more packed within infantry, which we do, and also the huge amount of cannon. So let's bring in the infantry in next, just so we can keep that infantry absolutely coming in all the time, because we're up against, as I said, the best part of 13,000 Russians. To start with, 2,818 Marines are going to face the entirety of what you see here from the Russians. Every single Russian force here can enter the field of battle before any of our reinforcements can. There will be a constant stream of Russian forces coming in. We will only have the Marines to start with. That's the brutal. Oh my gosh, I can't even comprehend how brutal it's going to be. Again, more cavalry coming in. The cavalry will be absolutely crucial here to keeping that mobility. We have to keep ourselves on our toes here, I tell you. And I must confess, I've been looking forward to this fight a lot. Again, this is going to be at the back here. We don't want this force involved at all, if possible. Again, let's just bring the cannons down to here. And then switch these gentlemen out with this and this. And then last but by no means least, again, more infantry, more cavalry, I beg your pardon, and bring the guns down here. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Now we've got our reinforcements aligned correctly. Now sometimes, even if you have them set up, gentlemen, please. Even though you have the artillery down here and you would assume that these cannon would come in last, sometimes they come in the middle of after the cavalry. I'm not sure why that is, but unfortunately that's just the way it happens, so we just have to deal with that as it comes. But Let's begin, my friends, the Battle of St. Petersburg, something we've been waiting to do for a very long time. It was always a choice. It was a choice between St. Petersburg or Moscow. The council chose St. Petersburg to sort of clear our left flank, as it were, our northern flank, bring the city under our control, and effectively cut off Moscow from its main sort of deep water ports there in St. Petersburg. For a number of years, while we weren't at war with Russia, that port there was bringing in the majority of Russian income. So as you can imagine, that is going to be a huge loss for them. I know it's been cut off for quite a while anyway, but they've still managed to keep their forces. So you must be getting trade in from somewhere at least. Perhaps the Crimea, which we have to look at blockading at some point, or at least taking from them. But they're managing somehow. I'm not sure how though. Unless it's with the Persians, and they got the direct connection with the Persians, and the Persians vice versa with the Mughal Empire, which is also another enemy of ours. Please excuse me there, my friends, just my last sip of tea before battle begins. Now, oh, look at this. Look at this. We're assaulting this fort here, so it's going to be... Oh, it's going to be a tough one here, because this is a full fortification here. Now, topography here... we've got this... Oh, look at this. We've got this undulation here, this sort of ridged. And there's a few valleys running down here. Now, this could be a good place for us to deploy here. However, we've got to watch out for the Russian reinforcements. The Russian reinforcements will arrive from different directions. That's the problem. So we're going to assault. We've got 4 cannon, 4 howitzers, so we have to break this pretty quickly here. But the Marine Corps is going to be assaulted very, very quickly indeed here. So we're not going to waste time. We could have waited for the Russians to come to us, but we want to take the city. We are going to be up front here and aggressive with it. We're not going to be sitting on our laurels waiting for things to happen. We've got to take this by the scruff of the neck here and just take the city from them now. Set this up here, right in this thicket here, this forest here. The wolves are out again today. We're going to just smash down these defences here. We're going to breach the walls and just absolutely hammer our way in if need be. I wonder if we can assault from different direction here, but again, so we don't have any cavalry here at all. This is going to be purely foot mounted. Now, we are going to be hit pretty hard here. We've got General North here. We can assault. I think I'll put 3 regiments of Continental Marines here. Perhaps put them in the... Can we hide them? If we can hide them in the trees, we will do this. Otherwise, we will not be taking... We will not do this otherwise. They're hidden as well. So this Continental Marines here, they're hidden. If we can wait for the right time here. I wonder if we can just put them over here even. I don't like splitting the Marine Corps up. But we need to take this fort. Then again, it might just be better if we just sit back here, do some damage, see how the Russians respond. Right, let's get our defensive setup first. Let's put the original Patriots 2nd New York here. Right in the vanguard of the defence here. We've got them hidden, which is absolutely wonderful to see. Look at that. And I think they would have first foot guards here, Republican Guard here. This is the very first regiment of Republican Guard we ever had here. I think these gentlemen are going to feel the pain of a few howitzers. I think we'll just put these gentlemen back slightly here. I think they're still within, we're still well within reach of that there. Try and keep some of these gentlemen for an assault. We just got to be so on our toes here. I think we'll put the Continental Marines in the defence here. I have to keep the other light Marines and the late Marines, I beg your pardon. Oh, they're hidden as well. That's even better. Is that long grass then? It must be long grass. Yes, indeed. Look at that. Washington's Pride. And then we've got Morgan's 1st Marine Raiders, which we'll put here on the left. As I've said before, my friends, this is going to be a brutal fight. If the Russians do as we suppose they will do. And that's just come all guns blazing for us here. Perhaps we should go into a hedgehog formation just in case, but they won't be attacking from behind us. They can't come from behind us. We've got the sort of the rears completely cut off there. Maybe using the. I think we'll have the. If we're going to assault if we're going to assault it, well, I think we need to use it with Marines. These Continental Marines here. Maybe put them on this flank over here. I know it's a little bit of a gamble, putting probably some of our most veteran force. Look at that! Oh my goodness me! It's an absolute staggering sight. It really is. One of our most powerful forces on the right there. But again, we've just got to take the gamble here. That's straight, gentlemen, please. Right, let's get some of these. Let's put these on the. Then what we'll do is we'll just start to close off this flank here. And some more here as well. We do have light infantry. We're going to try and protect ourselves here if possible. If we can move out, we will do. But if we use the 9th foot. Good. I think we'll set up a forward position here with these light infantry. Have them skirmish. Got Marines here as well. I think just keep these back here just so they can reinforce any particular flank. Or probably this left flank is going to probably take it pretty hard, I'd imagine. Have them additional light forces here. Here, another light regiment. I wonder if we overlap these gentlemen here. And then have these gentlemen here, right down the middle here. So we've effectively got this. More like it, just so we can cover these flanks here. Got them on skirmish, these are on skirmish as well, so they move out once they're attacked. Got this just to reinforce. I think that's all we can do for the moment. I know we could all attack here, but could defend. We'll have this marine force here if needs be if we're going to defend. If we're going to attack, but let's take the fight here. Let's absolutely do this here. We're going to pick this army apart here now. We've got no reinforcements at all yet. So we're just dealing with this in front here. If we can take this fort and hold it before the reinforcements come in, what a boon that would be. Deal with these foot-down Marines first. The Marines have to be the main target here. Here he comes, here he comes. Here comes the reply. Pounders in idle, not doing anything at all. Come on, gentlemen, don't be. Focus now, focus, gentlemen. Don't you dare, don't you dare. redirect our fire. We're going to keep moving our fire around. They're not going to... No reinforcements coming in here at all. Which means we might have the chance to take this right off the bat here. They're weak on the flanks here. What we might just do here is just start to move our Marine Corps, this Marine Force here, really strong Marine Force here, sir. Right the way around here. Put them here to start with. Stay out of the range, stay out of the range of that artillery. Just on the edge of what we can do here. We do have cavalry here, which is going to be, this cuirassiers is going to be a real problem for us. These, oh god, they've got them idle, so those 24 pounders are just idle here. Hold the line. I'm going to pick this front line apart. I said before, we're going to pick them apart here bit by bit. Then we're going to assault this right flank here, or their left flank. We're going to try and move ourselves right almost behind them here. So let's just move with some purpose here. It's double time we've got to absolutely do this here. Just skirting the edge here of the battlefield. And double time we're going to push them hard here. They are the elite, so they should be able to deal with this. We're not going to hold back here at all. If we can dismantle this front line here. We are going to see casualties, that we know. But if we get in there with these, if we can get these linked Marines here. Oh, what a move that would be. Shift now. These line infantry here to this point. Hang on. Was that a mortar? Try and respond here to move their forces around on this flank here. Oh my goodness me. These Marines have been decimated. forces there. That's over 600 men here. Look at that. Look at this here. Just put this flank here with 1,000. Moving out here. What we are going to do is prepare ourselves here for an attack. Right on the flanks here. We'll attack so the apex here. Hold that. Hold! What if we take out 2 US Marine forces, these 2 US Marines, this 9th. Maybe perhaps move them on this flank here. We've lost some men here. I think we might switch to... Let's take the walls out. Let's deal with the walls here. If we can bring these down here, what a boon that would be. Move, gentlemen, move. City, sir. We're ready here. Discipline is going to be key here. Can we take this wall down now? That's a lot of forces, oh my goodness me, that's a lot of troops. It's going to be a brutal fight to take this wall. I might just strip off some of these others here as well. I think I'll take this one. More like it, look at that, straight down the nose there. Come on, lads. God, look at the kill rates down here. My goodness me, they've lost dozens and dozens of men here. Rows and rows of them. Oh, we've lost one man. How the heck did we lose one man there? What's going on there? Move it, lads, move! taking a pounding here, we really are. They don't like that, they don't like it. If we assault the wall here now, what will happen is they'll just swarm us with these here. We're getting broader hand-to-hand fighting. We've got to whittle down these walls here. If we can deal with this wall here as well, take this force with it, and still whittle down this here as well. That's indestructible. So we can't hurt these here because we've got the gate here. But this we can hit them with quick line. It opens us up the ability then to fire into this hole here, as it were. We should hit this flank. We should hit this here as well. Crumble the whole facade here. Let's speed things up a little bit here. Let's get things motivated here. So you can see 87% here now. There's been no reinforcements at all yet, so we're lucky in a way. They might just come in once we breach the walls. Let's go. So this fire they had here, that's gone. And one barrage down the throat here of these, and they just absolutely crumble. Then we can take these walls. Look at that, they're going down here now. Mind you, that's opened up the way for the horses to come in. Oh, look at that. Oh. The entire flank is almost buckling here. See if we can target the floor here and see if we can get some follow through right through the gap there. Threading the needle, as it were. What a boon that would be. What a boon. Get these gentlemen into place here. And where they're weakest here, we could probably strike this flank here. That really would suit us just perfectly here. We'll put them in this sort of small outcrop here. Let's get them double timed here. We need them to get there as quickly as possible. Come on, that's just one shot here. Are they going to run? They might run. Ideally, I'd have gotten these here. That would have been that would have been the perfect opportunity to get these provincial militia. We might move our artillery up, I think. We'll move our artillery right up to the front here. Because now we've dealt with this. I think that's what we do. Put them on limber, we're going to bring them up closer to here, and we're just going to pepper them. Let's speed this up here a bit, let's get them sorted here. They're all limbered. Let's move them up. We've got to use the artillery here to take the fight to them. If we can do that, we're in an absolute wonderful spot. We can obliterate the entire front line here. Wait a minute, don't you dare. We can obliterate the entire front line here of the Russians without perhaps losing too many men. We can then capture the city and then move in for a fight for the next time to clear the city or the surrounding areas, but there will be reinforcements. That there is the key problem for us. Let's try and get these guns into place first. Because we've gotten rid of their potential to fight here. We've gotten rid of the guns here. But we're ready right here as well, so we can assault this flank here. Once these are in position. Almost in position here. Almost in position. Boom. Now we should be well within reach. Would you look at that? What the blazes? Now we're ready for you, sir. Gracias. Line, Jimmy, hold the line. They've gone. Excuse the lag, my friends, but this always happens during a fight like this. Will they come back? Reinforcements. reinforcements coming in. Come on, lads, got to hold this flank here. Wow. Stay square, that's staying square. This is ridiculous, this is ridiculous. They've gone. Get in the square formation now, get in the square. Oh, they're broken. They've broken. Taking on entire reserves here. Oh gosh, it's going to be so brutal. Go for the centre, lads. Go for the centre. Broken, my goodness me, they did a beautiful job. Look at this. They just smashed up these reserves here. They're going to come, oh, we still got to control all that. and move up the reserves. Let's get in there, let's get in there, lads. Come on, lads. Square! How the blazes do they get in here when we control it? How do they get in? They don't like it. As soon as these Cossacks come in line, we're going to blitz them. Come on, lads, get in there. Don't be slow, gentlemen. you going? Where are you going, gentlemen? Come on. Where the places they come from? Got it, we got it, we done it. Yes, we've done it. We did it, my friends. The Marine Corps has once again come good for us. Oh my gosh, look at that. They lost 5,000, nearly 6,000 men. We lost 1,529. Wow. We deployed 20,000. The General's bodyguard did 194 kills. US Marines, look at this. Absolutely an honour guard here of the Marines. Look at this. They've done once again. The
siege is lifted.
Oh, that's a joy to see.
Waiting for your orders.
That was an absolute joy. We did it, my friends. We've taken St. Petersburg when we thought we might lose it to the possible reinforcements, because you can see there were hundreds and hundreds of Russian reinforcements coming. We've taken St. Petersburg. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have some clearing up to do here still. There's a full stack army here, Russians here. And we've only just pushed back what is only the start of a Russian counterattack, but my goodness me, what a fight that was. Ingria, St. Petersburg is now ours. Look at that. Plus 5%. 5% to movement range, plus 2 command. And here, plus 1 command when besieging. Absolutely phenomenal, my friends. And that is where I'm going to end this episode, my friends. We've finally taken St. Petersburg. What a boon that was. Wow. That was absolutely superb. We've still got a huge amount to do here, not least down here as well. We've got to clear this pocket up here of Russian forces, and again, they're dug in quite well here, so we've got a lot to do. We've also got the port to clear here. That's going to be a brutal fight. The port's going to probably be much more difficult than it is for the city. The city, we were able to assault and hold the city for that amount of time, and we took it. But the port will not be taken up that easy, so we've got still massive amounts of fighting to do. But my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you all for your wonderful advice. Those of you, I know that many of the councils have given advice this last episode. It will be enacted upon next episode, and what the new advice you're going to give as well for this episode. It will all be enacted, I promise you, my friends. But once again, thank you for your wonderful advice, wonderful support, and very, very kind words. It really does mean a lot, my friends. But until next time, and always, please, my friends, please be safe as well, especially in the world we live in right now. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.